Many people see Buddhism as a religion. While it has religious aspects, it's more a way of life. Buddhism offers a path to inner peace and understanding. It invites us to look inward and examine our own minds. This journey can lead to profound insights and transformation. Buddhism is about awakening to the truth of reality. It shows us how to live with more awareness and compassion. By understanding Buddhism's core principles, we can find greater peace and happiness in our lives. This journey begins with understanding the life of the Buddha himself. His teachings offer a practical guide to navigate life's challenges. Through mindfulness, compassion, and wisdom, we can cultivate a sense of peace within ourselves and in the world. This exploration of Buddhism aims to make its profound teachings accessible and applicable to our modern lives. Born a prince in ancient India, Siddhartha Gautama lived a life of privilege. He was shielded from the harsh realities of the world. However, his sheltered life changed when he encountered suffering for the first time. He saw an old man, a sick person, and a corpse. These sights deeply disturbed Siddhartha. He realized that suffering was an inevitable part of life. This realization sparked a profound spiritual quest within him. He yearned to find a way to overcome suffering and achieve true happiness. Siddhartha renounced his princely life and embarked on a journey of spiritual seeking. He spent years practicing various forms of meditation and asceticism. Finally, he attained enlightenment while meditating under a Bodhi tree. He became known as the Buddha, the awakened one. The Buddha's teachings are based on the Four Noble Truths. These truths form the foundation of Buddhism. They offer a framework for understanding the nature of suffering and the path to its cessation. The first noble truth is dukkha, the truth of suffering. Life inevitably involves suffering. We experience physical pain, emotional distress, and dissatisfaction. This truth is evident in everyday experiences, from minor frustrations to major life challenges. The second noble truth identifies the cause of suffering, craving, and attachment. We cling to things we desire and resist what we dislike. This clinging and aversion create a cycle of dissatisfaction. The third noble truth offers hope. Suffering can end by ceasing craving and attachment. This cessation leads to nibbana, a state of liberation. The fourth noble truth outlines the path to liberation, known as the Eightfold Path. This path provides a practical guide to cultivate wisdom, ethical conduct, and mental discipline. By following this path, we can gradually free ourselves from suffering. The Eightfold Path is not a linear set of steps, but rather interconnected principles. These principles work together to cultivate a balanced and wholesome life. The path begins with right understanding, seeing the world through the lens of the Four Noble Truths. Right intention follows, setting our minds on intentions rooted in kindness, compassion, and wisdom. Right speech encourages us to speak truthfully, kindly, and with awareness. Right action involves acting ethically, refraining from harming ourselves or others. Right livelihood means earning a living in a way that aligns with our values and does not cause harm. Right effort emphasizes cultivating wholesome qualities and abandoning unwholesome ones. Right mindfulness involves paying attention to the present moment without judgment. Finally, right concentration cultivates a focused and clear mind through meditation. By practicing these 8 principles, we gradually purify our minds and develop wisdom and compassion. Section 5. Cultivating Mindfulness. Being present in each moment. Mindfulness is at the heart of Buddhist practice. It involves paying attention to the present moment without judgment. We observe our thoughts, feelings, and sensations as they arise without getting carried away by them. This practice helps us develop a greater awareness of ourselves and the world around us. Mindfulness can be cultivated through formal meditation practices and informal, everyday activities. Paying attention to our breath, body, and senses during daily routines can enhance our awareness. By being present in each moment, we can savor the good times and navigate challenges with more peace. Mindfulness allows us to respond to situations with more clarity and less reactivity. It helps us break free from autopilot mode and engage with life more fully. Through consistent practice, mindfulness becomes a way of being, transforming our relationship with ourselves and the world. Section 6. The power of compassion, extending kindness to all. Compassion is another cornerstone of Buddhist teachings. It involves recognizing the suffering of ourselves and others and cultivating a deep desire to alleviate that suffering. Compassion begins with self-compassion, treating ourselves with kindness and understanding. By extending this same kindness to others, we foster a sense of interconnectedness and empathy. Compassion is not about pity or sentimentality, but rather an active engagement with the suffering of the world. It motivates us to act with kindness, generosity, and a willingness to help. Compassion can be cultivated through loving kindness meditation. This practice involves sending well wishes to ourselves, loved ones, strangers, and even those we find difficult. Regularly practicing compassion helps us develop a more open and loving heart, transforming our relationships and interactions. Section 7. Embracing Impermanence, Finding Freedom in Change. One of the most fundamental teachings of Buddhism is impermanence, the understanding that everything is in a constant state of flux. Nothing is permanent, and clinging to things as they are creates suffering. While this may seem daunting, it is actually a liberating truth. By accepting impermanence, we can let go of attachment and aversion. We learn to appreciate the beauty of each moment without clinging to it. This understanding frees us from the fear of loss and the pain of clinging to what is constantly changing. Embracing impermanence allows us to live more fully in the present moment. It teaches us to appreciate the preciousness of life and to approach every experience with openness and acceptance. This understanding can bring a profound sense of peace and freedom. Section 8. Understanding karma, actions and their consequences. Karma is often misunderstood as a system of punishment and reward. However, it is more accurately understood as the law of cause and effect. Every action, whether physical, verbal, or mental, creates an imprint on our minds and influences our future experiences. Positive actions create positive karma, leading to happiness and well-being. Negative actions create negative karma, leading to suffering. However, karma is not a fixed destiny. We have the power to change our karma through our present actions and intentions. Understanding karma encourages us to live with greater awareness and responsibility. We become more mindful of our thoughts, words, and actions, knowing that they have consequences. By cultivating wholesome karma, we create a more positive and fulfilling future for ourselves and others. Section 9. Meditation, a journey inward. Meditation is an essential practice in Buddhism. It is a way to train the mind and cultivate greater awareness, concentration, and compassion. There are various forms of meditation, each with its own unique benefits. Mindfulness meditation involves paying attention to the breath, body, and senses, cultivating present moment awareness. Loving kindness meditation fosters compassion and loving energy towards oneself and others. Walking meditation involves bringing mindfulness to the act of walking, connecting with the body in the present moment. Analytical meditation involves contemplating Buddhist teachings, deepening understanding and wisdom. Regular meditation practice brings numerous benefits. It can reduce stress and anxiety, improve focus and concentration, and enhance emotional regulation. Meditation also cultivates a sense of inner peace, clarity, and connection to something greater than ourselves. Section 10. Exploring your path, finding your own way. Buddhism is not about blindly following doctrines or rituals. It's about inquiry, exploration, and personal experience. It encourages us to question, to investigate, and to find what resonates with our own hearts and minds. There are many paths within Buddhism, each offering unique practices and perspectives. Some may find solace in traditional rituals and ceremonies. Others may gravitate towards meditation and mindfulness practices. The key is to find what speaks to you and supports your own spiritual growth. The journey of Buddhism is deeply personal and unfolds in its own time. Don't be afraid to explore different teachings, practices, and lineages. Connect with teachers and communities that resonate with you. The most important thing is to approach your practice with an open mind, a compassionate heart, and a willingness to learn and grow. Section 11. Living Buddhism, integrating ancient wisdom into modern life. Buddhism is not meant to be confined to meditation cushions or temples. Its teachings offer practical wisdom that can be applied to all aspects of our modern lives. By incorporating Buddhist principles into our daily routines, we can cultivate greater peace, compassion, and wisdom. Start by bringing mindfulness to everyday activities. Pay attention to your breath while doing dishes. Listen attentively when someone is speaking. Practice gratitude for the simple things. These small acts of mindfulness can make a significant difference in our lives. Extend compassion to yourself and others. Practice forgiveness, both for yourself and others. Engage in acts of kindness, no matter how small. Remember that everyone is fighting their own battles. By cultivating compassion, we create a more kind and loving world. Finally, remember that the journey of Buddhism is a lifelong practice. There will be ups and downs, challenges and triumphs. Be patient with yourself. Approach your practice with a sense of curiosity and openness. By integrating Buddhist principles into our lives, we embark on a transformative path towards greater peace, compassion and wisdom.